I must ask you a question. Do you think that a PC is worth $4,500 if it looks like this? Bear with me. It's a good one. Thermal Grizzly's Carbonaut pads offer peace of mind, ease of installation, and industry-standard performance in a market crowded with mediocre thermal compounds. Our own testing confirms that they conduct heat appropriately and provide a safe and consistent membrane between the die or IHS and cooler. Best of all, you can grab them in several sizes and reuse them as many times as you'd like. Carbonaut pads are peace of mind in my book, and they're very consistent, and that's why I use them for CPU testing. Check them out via the link below. So this is a site called Kijiji, at least I'm pretty sure that's how it's pronounced, and it's similar to like a Craigslist or a Letgo in the US, even though you also have those sites in other countries as well. Kijiji is one of those that a lot of Canadians tend to use, and it's just a peer-to-peer buying and selling platform, essentially. So we have an ad here that starts off with ultimate high-end gaming drafting computer, $4,500. Now, this is Canadian dollars, so I'm going to say CAD, CAD, not USD. So remember, there is a conversion involved. This is how many US dollars, roughly, as of time of filming, 4,500 CAD is equivalent to, and you're going to have to kind of keep that in mind while we go through all of these prices because the currencies are not the same. All right, so it says high-end gaming / drafting system. By the way, you know up top when he says ultimate high-end gaming / drafting computer that he's trying to sell it really hard. Typically, when you see words like ultimate and high-end in an ad that also has an outrageous asking price, this is the seller's way of justifying it. Someone that has no idea what they're looking at would probably just take the seller at his word, and that's why these ads can be potentially dangerous. That's why these videos exist on the channel. High-end gaming / drafting system, high-end system selling at cost of building. At cost of building. What the heck is this crap? Still on warranty. Well, freaking better be for $4,500 asking price. Serious offers only, please. $4,500 OBO, built 6 months ago, only selling as I have no time to use it, and it is a waste of a beautiful machine just to sit there. You know what's also a waste is to let this system collect dust and not bother cleaning it before you take pictures and post it on a public forum for sale. It's a little lazy in my opinion. Cooling system, Master Air Maker 8 high-end CPU air cooler. Here we go again with the high-end stuff featuring 3D vapor chamber technology. It's just a copy and paste from the company's website more than likely. Price today at Newegg, that's 157 CAD. That's pretty expensive. He's also including shipping and taxes, folks, so he's not letting you off easy, and then he also includes a link of the product. We're going to get to all this stuff in a second, but I want to show you what he's saying that these prices are worth. Intel Core i7 5820K. Oh, hold on a second. You want me to pay new prices, literally what it cost you to build, for a 5820K that you apparently say is worth 560 CAD on Newegg? Not gonna happen. $600 rounded up after taxes and shipping. Give me a friggin' break. 32 gigs, triple channel X, triple channel X. Okay, I guess, whatever. We're just gonna go with it. I've heard of quad channel. I know triple channel is a thing, but for a 5820K, it's kind of a weird config if that is in fact what he's doing. MSI X99 Raider A, he's saying that he can't find it on Newegg, so he listed a price on eBay for 352 Canadian. I'm not feeling that, but we'll double check. And then he has 2 graphics cards, GTX 1060s, even though I only see one in the picture, so what the heck is going on here? Oh no, he does have 2, but they're 2 different cards. What is he doing? That's an MSI 1060, assuming that's a 1060 if he knows what he's talking about, and that's another 10. That doesn't look like a 1060. That really doesn't, but whatever. We'll go based off what his description says. He says he's got 2 GB Aorus GTX 1060 cards in here. They're 6 gig cards each, and he says they're listed at $650.91 per card on eBay today. No, not a chance. I'm not even that familiar with Canadian markets, and I know it ain't that bad. Give me a freaking break. Again, I know I've said that multiple times, but this is just driving me crazy. Storage. It's got 1 terabyte SSD, 840 Samsung, whatever, 860 EVO, 1 terabyte. He says he's got them priced at $209 in Newegg, Canada. Now he's got 2 4 terabyte WDs. Doesn't say if they're blues, blacks, reds, greens, purples, so whatever. They're just the cheap blue ones. Price today at Newegg, $254 per drive. We'll check on that. And then he has a TSST Corp was just an optical drive for 40 CAD, and then a case, Thermaltake case. He doesn't even say what kind of case from Thermaltake it is. He just says, it's a Thermaltake case, and comes with 3 120mm fans, 1 200mm fan. He says price for case no longer on Newegg, so I'm just gonna throw a BS number out there, $400. I think that makes sense to me. I'm really sorry. I'm losing my temper here because I cannot believe that first off, he's asking these prices for the system, but he's also not listed at all the power supply, which again leads me to assume that the power supply is pretty garbage. I'm sure somebody knows what that is. That's a 1000-watt Z series. I mean, it's not a cheap power supply, but it's not a, I wouldn't say it's a high-end one. I mean, any modular power supply like that with ketchup and mustard cables is probably a few years old anyway. So it's certainly not a new one. That just, again, shows you the age of the system and the fact that he wants to ask literally the cost of the system for him to build, again, in return for the sale, is just a joke at best. So if you add it all up, just parts by today's pricing, $4,366.90. I was more specific on my pricing as I got a message from an idiot, so I decided to be more specific. Okay, so funny story. The idiot that this guy is referring to apparently is the person who sent me the link on Facebook. So if you want to send us links for ads that you see that are really crazy, you want me to review or talk about in a video like this, you can do that on Twitter. You can do it on Facebook. Send them on Facebook, send them elsewhere. But one of the viewers sent this link on Facebook, and he said that he was the idiot because he initially asked the guy why he was charging $4,500 for a clearly old system, and the seller fought back with him and ended up putting this disclaimer at the bottom and tried to justify his prices by putting all of these outrageous links. So that's his way of doing it. So therefore, the person who sent me this link is an idiot because he knows that this system is not worth what it is listed for. And that is a tactic that some have used. A gentleman who sued me in Indiana has a pretty similar temper, it seems like. And look, I'm not backing down. Like, this is, I feel strongly about it. I think it's extremely distasteful and disrespectful to demean somebody who questions your pricing. If they're trying to lowball you just to be an asshole, then that's fine. Shut them down. Don't bother replying to them. They're not worth your time. But if I genuinely have questions about why you're pricing the system the way you are, if I say, hey, I could buy this for this on Newegg, so could you come down on your price a bit? And then I get called an idiot in response, ooh, you might end up on this channel. So what we're going to do now, I have 2 different tabs open. We're going to confirm all of the prices that he apparently has listed with the link so conveniently. This is going to be awesome. So the first thing he's got listed here is the Master Air Maker 8. We're going to ignore Windows 10 Pro because you can get that from eBay, SCD Key, from several other key sites if you want to just get rid of the watermark. Or you can just outright buy it, but I don't recommend paying that much for an operating system. It's a little ridiculous. Master Air Maker 8. He has this listed for $157, and sure enough, on Newegg, sold and shipped by Newegg. That's an important feature. Like, a lot of companies, third-party companies in particular, will list prices higher than MSRP, and Newegg might do that as well if they're out of stock and want to keep the SKU on the site to prevent people from buying it while it is out of stock. You'll see a price way higher than that. But $157 apparently is pretty decent, so we're going to roll with that. Next up, though, the CPU. So the Core i7 5820K. I know this is gonna be a joke. So he has this sold and shipped by EOL Tech Inc. It's not even being sold by Newegg anymore because it's such an old chip. We're talking about Haswell E here. 6 cores, yeah, okay, great, but like, this is old school Haswell, and I mean, what, 22 nanometer? We've been on 14 nanometer for like 3 or 4 years, so this is pretty old, even though it's only a few nanometers off in terms of the fab. But I don't, yeah, this is outrageous. Would never pay this much, even in Canadian dollars, for a 5820K. I'm going to show you right now what we're going to do. We're going to type in ebay.ca, and then we're going to type in 5820K, and we're going to see what these go for on eBay, because this is a far better estimate of the used value. Let's see, 158 Canadian, a little over 200 Canadian, 150. This is an OBO, so you could literally buy this right now for 158. You could buy this one right now for 170. So almost a fourth of what this seller says it's worth, according to whatever he just found on Newegg Canada. And this is like the ignorance of sellers. They will do this. They will find some random third-party seller that just is asking outrageous sums of cash, and they will justify it that way. So just keep a heads up. Like, this is how you get really jacked up when you go to buy this crap. So copying and pasting the next thing, we got 32 gigs of triple channel DDR4. $356.99, that's what he says it is. That's fine. I'm not going to really heckle with it here. It says it's sold and shipped by Newegg. So be it. He says on eBay today, you can buy a GTX 1060 GB Aorus cards for $650.91 per card. Not a freaking chance. So let's see here. GTX 1060. It doesn't. Let's specify 6 gig. All right. And yeah, sure enough, under 200 CAD, under 200 CAD. Some of these are bids under 200 CAD. Yeah, nowhere near $650.91. Let's just copy and paste. Let's just see. Maybe I'm just, yeah, see, what is this crap? This is a seller from Israel that he's quoting right now. And the equivalent USD price is $493.90. Not anywhere. This is like, you'd have to be stupid to pay this much. First off, to buy it from a country that is going to have to ship this and probably pay more in shipping to get it to you than the card is actually worth. But you'd have to be stupid to pay anywhere near $400, $500, $600 for a GTX 1060 in late 2019. So again, just common sense, folks. Do your research. We've got a few drives here. I'm not going to bother speccing these out. Just they're hard drives and solid state drives. You could buy these brand new. I actually recommend that, especially if you're buying used, because you have no idea what's going to be on these drives. You know how many times they've been written over, the lifespan remaining on them. So kind of sketchy, but some people are all right with it. That's fine. It's your money. Do what you want. And the Thermaltake case, not even going to bother. You can buy new cases that are way better than the one he's got in his pictures for like 50 or 60 bucks. So yeah. Good try with that one. 400 Canadian. That's a freaking joke. And I mean, really, like, to add all of this up and say that it's magically worth $4,500. He knows. I'm assuming this is a guy. He knows what he's doing. Like, he knows that he's finding these just obscure, overpriced listings, especially on eBay, and using that as justification to ask way more than he should for the system. I've seen this more than once. I just think it's even worse in this case because he's blatantly cherry picking ads, especially like that 1060 from Israel for 650 CAD. It's just, again, you'd have to be stupid to choose that particular listing over one that is shipping either locally or within your country for considerably less. So I know I went ham here in this one, but I hope you guys appreciate this kind of demeanor. I want to make it a little more interesting for you guys, a little more entertaining, but there's definitely factual stuff you guys can take away from these videos. Do your research for one. Red flags all over the place. The seller's being an asshole, frankly. There are many things that make this ad unappealing to the masses, I would say. I think that's safe to say. And on top of that, when you start off your ad by saying you're selling a build at cost, and it looks like this, first off, and it's also comprised of extremely old parts. I mean, not extremely old, but these are dated. I'm at 5820K for almost 600 Canadian. Come on, these are all red flags that you need to take into consideration, especially when you're gonna jump into the used PC marketplace. Kijiji, Craigslist, Letgo, OfferUp, doesn't matter. They all have ads like these. You guys need to be diligent. Stay away from sellers like this. That's my personal opinion. I can say it's my professional opinion, and my professional advice is stay away from them. But yeah, I need to breathe after this. I'm gonna go get a glass of water. If you guys like this video, thumbs up. You know what to do. Click that red subscribe button, and yeah, I'll catch you in the next one. My name's Greg. Thanks for learning with me and cringing. Yeah, we cringed a lot in this one.